Hello, welcome to Growing Energy. My name is Energy. I wanted to come here today to do a pick a deck reading. So I don't know what the message is going to be. There's no theme for today's reading. We're just going to have you pick between deck 1, 2, 3, or you can pick all three. It's your world, right? Pick one and then we'll just see what messages come out for us. So once again, this is deck 1, deck 2, and deck 3, and I'll put these to the side and we'll start with deck 1. So those of you that chose deck 1, I'm going to be so honest with you. I started to shoot the video and it just stopped recording. It stopped recording, and boy did that make me upset. That made me so mad. But I still had the cards here. Good thing I caught it. Good thing I caught it. But like I was on fire. Okay. So let me try to remember what I saw. This is you asking for help to complete something that you're working on that is near and dear to you, right? You're asking for help to complete this thing. However, you shouldn't be taking advice from everybody. Not everyone around you is happy about your accomplishments or the gift that you have that you're fostering. You're working on something, right? You're working on something, and what stresses you out about this gift is you are unsure of yourself. You question your own ability. You question yourself. You question your intuition, and it kind of causes you to, it stresses you out. This card here, Hammock, says take a vacation physically or mentally. Mental exhaustion is the name of the game here. You start something, you ask for advice. It might not sit well with you because maybe the person who's delivering this advice doesn't know what they're talking about, or they might not, they might not outright hate you, but there's a little bit of jealousy there. So they're telling you something based off of what they think you should do, but it's not, it's not going to help you. So you're conflicted because you feel one way, but you don't trust yourself enough to act on what you feel. And then you decide, I got to get away. You stop doing it. So let's say, like I used the analogy before when I was talking before and it wasn't recording. Let's say you start a book. You wrote a couple chapters, you went to somebody and you said, hey, can you do me a favor? Can you look at these chapters and tell me, how do they look? Do they look good? And this person's like, oh God, no, this is the dumbest thing I've ever written. Meanwhile, the pages in that book are fire. They're dope. This is some of your best writing. But you second guess yourself so damn much that you're letting someone else tell you that it's not good. And then you scrap it. You're just like, maybe I'll write something else. But inside you kind of feel like, but I thought that was good enough. And because you feel like it was good enough, but this person might be saying, no, maybe you should try harder. You just it overwhelms you so much that you put it to the side. And then it's precious time wasted where you're not working on your gift, right? When you're not balancing the feeling that you have inside, you're not doing the thing that makes you happy because you let someone else's words and their opinion hurt you and kind of deter you from accomplishing the goal that you set out, the thing that you really, really want. Listen, on this path and this journey in life, there are going to be a lot of people that feel as though they have the right remedy for you, or they know better for you than you know for yourself. The most powerful thing you can do is develop your own voice, develop your own intuition, develop your own self-knowing, right? Have the wisdom to know who you are in and out, to know what will benefit you, to know what you can accomplish, know when you're holding yourself back, but you'll be so self-aware at that point to, where you can be like, all right, I know I'm kind of like, I'm holding myself back. It's not really that serious, or I can do more. I'm just scared to do a little bit more. And you'll know to push yourself instead of waiting for someone to tell you, oh, you're good enough to go to the next level. Yeah, you can try that. This is for the people that hold themselves back, and you shouldn't be the one begging. You should be the one giving. You should be the one giving advice because that's how talented you are at this thing that you do. So have a little bit more confidence in yourself with this thing that you do, because it opens you. This is the way I look at it. The only time that I care so much about something, that I stress out about it and it causes me anxiety, is when it means a lot to me. Whatever this is for you, it means a lot for you. And that's okay to care about something that much. But because you care about it that much, you can't allow everyone access to that thing that you think is so special. There's some things that need to be fostered. And also, like, if you look at this person's life and you see that they've never accomplished anything like what you're trying to do, or the things that they do, they're not successful at because they don't put enough energy into, don't ever go to that person for advice. Don't flatter them with even asking them for a lick of advice. Because what are they going to tell you if they don't have their shit together? And if this is someone who is accomplished and is successful and they're hating on you or talking down to you, it can be intimidation, because they see how much you're able to accomplish in such little time when you actually like focus on it and, let go of all the distractions. You got something really great here that you are trying to work on and bring forth. And I think that you should hone in on it, pick it back up, stop. I can't tell you to stop getting overwhelmed. Just, what your triggers are. Pay attention to your triggers and the people that you're around that you feel drained when you're not around them. And, they take your energy, so you have less time to work on that thing that you want to bring forth onto this earth and bless all of us with. Okay, pile one. That's the message I got. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for checking out my channel. I feel very appreciative. It means a lot to me. And we're going to move on to pile two. Hey, pile two, how are you doing? So let's see what message comes out for you, pile two, or deck two, sorry. Let's see what message. Oh, all right, we're not taking all that. Oh, we're taking all that. Dang, look how they just did that to you. On the bottom of the deck, we have self-expression. We have forgiveness. We have emotions, and we have healing. Dang. Pile or deck number two. Well, I see somebody ready to come in and apologize, to speak their piece. Someone coming in to ask for forgiveness, especially with this self-acceptance or self-expression and forgiveness. This is, I know, like, there's meanings behind here, but I'm just going off of what I see, right? This is the message that I'm getting. So don't really worry about what's said down here. It's like this person had to look themselves in the mirror and realize that their reflection wasn't exactly who they thought they were. Like, is this who I'm coming across as? And look how shaky this is, like this reflection is. It's like, this is how I'm representing myself. This isn't the way I should be representing myself. And I feel like this person's kind of been drowning in emotions after that. And this is new. This is new for this person. This is a new path. This is them needing to have confidence in order to apologize. So this is you. It could be an argument with two, like both of you feel as though there were things said that were deep and hurtful. And because I'm seeing this Scorpio here and also moon. So some of you can have Scorpio moon, or you can have Scorpio energy, or it's just like Scorpio moons. I'm a Scorpio moon, so I know. Feel things so deep to the point where people are just like, why are you still on that? It's not that serious. If I had $1 for every time I heard it, it wasn't that serious. But to me, it was that serious. It was so deep. Everything was so deep for me growing up, and I had to find healing and to find a way to regulate my emotions. But when someone doesn't know how to regulate their emotions, when they keep things hidden, you don't really get apologies, because they don't know, they can't self-reflect to understand how wrong they are or what they've done. And if this is you, the thing that is going to lead to a lot of success for you moving forward is knowing when to apologize. If you are responding to situations in your late 20s as you did when you were a teenager, you're doing life wrong. If you're responding to situations in your life in your 30s, your late 30s, as you did in your early 20s, you're doing life wrong. If you're in your 40s and you're responding like you did in your 30s, you're doing it wrong. You know what I'm saying? Like every year you should be an evolved version of who you were before, especially if you're on a spiritual journey, especially if you're one of those people that's spiritually inclined, you know, especially if you have heavy Saturn placements. Maybe a lot of what you have to learn is learning how to forgive yourself in dynamics where there is pain, where people inflict pain on each other. And with Charon being here, I know, like, you know, with Charon, this is like things from childhood that we have to work on. And it depends on what house that Charon, I hope Chiron or Charon. Am I saying it right? Okay, don't laugh at me. All right, so Chiron, that's how you say it. Nicole. All right, so whatever house Chiron falls in your birth chart is where you have to learn how to speak up for yourself. With the Scorpio card here, I feel like this is someone who, in the drowning here, I feel like this is someone who needed healing with learning how to show emotion or communicate their emotions. It is hard for this person to communicate emotion, but they recognize that that has led to them being seen in a not so good light. And that's why, you know, this is a new path. Forget the words on the top of it. This is why this is a new path. And we, with this Capricorn emotion card, let's think earth signs. Let's think stability. Let's think, you know, a Capricorn, like Virgo, Taurus. The one thing I like about earth signs is, you know, they come up with their plan, they know what they want to do, and they take action. And when they take those steps, like they ground it, they're able to accomplish and create a lot of things because they're able to put the work in. So this is someone who is putting the work in to go down another path. Like before you saw all these trees as black, now they're starting to see the blue in things, starting to see the color. Holy shit, there's more ways that I can handle this. I can handle this different ways. New options, new ways of handling your emotions is coming up. Not just bottling it in, speaking so that it becomes so comfortable that you don't have to hide within your emotions out of fear because of whatever happened to you as a child, because Chiron is childhood trauma. It's healing that happens because of the things that you felt as a child. And maybe as a child you couldn't express your emotions. It was weakness for you to express your emotions. Your parents didn't express their emotions. This person who you're dealing with, that you're getting the apology from, it doesn't have to be a romantic relationship, but this person, they didn't grow up in a household where emotions were expressed. And what happens when a bunch of people don't know how to express their emotions? Emotions are big things, you know, like you ever see a kid that can't talk, or a child that can't talk and they can't yet pronounce words, but they get frustrated and all you see is like the anger because they can't communicate and you don't understand them and they can't communicate to you. That's what it feels like when you don't heal from that Charon healing. That little kid inside of you needs something different. They need to fill that gap and that void from whatever was missing from your childhood. And right now you're in a pivotal point in your life where you can focus on forgiving yourself for the things that you don't say, forgiving yourself for the things that you don't allow yourself to feel, you know, not just being around the emotions, actually sitting in it and soaking them up so that you can heal those things, so that you can make yourself better, so that you can allow healing, so you won't be looking at it like a fractured version of yourself anymore. Let's see what else is coming up. Okay. Finger warning you of a problem either now or in the near future. So I feel like this problem has already passed because the need for forgiveness is here. But whatever this problem is, I think there was a lot of finger pointing. I think there was a lot of it's your fault, you know, and being the bigger person, or I know people hate that term because people are like, I don't want to be the bigger person, but they need to apologize. Whoever is feeling like apologizing, it's not like they're being the bigger person. It's not like there was an impasse and nobody wanted to say anything. It's just this person is evolving and they want better for their life and they're tired of bottling things up and holding things in. Basket, recognition, reward for merit. Yes, anytime you allow yourself to do what is unnatural to you. Try something new. Maybe that be sharing your emotions. You'll get the reward from it through that healing and the weight being lifted off of your shoulders, so you don't have to feel the heaviness of what it feels like when you have everything bottled in. Like when you keep shit bottled in, especially if you have heavy like water sign placements. I have heavy water sign placements, so I know, when you keep stuff bottled in, when I keep stuff bottled in, it turns into other physical ailments, like stomach issues for me. I notice I start to like gain weight in my stomach when I'm holding on to stuff. Like if it's really significant, like water retention in my body, like I feel things physically when I don't express myself. Your self-expression is like, you'll be blessed when you speak up more. What else comes out? Spare. Heartache over what you no longer have. So what I feel like this is this change that's coming in. That old version of yourself that you clung to, I hope that's the way of saying it. The version of you that didn't know how to speak up for yourself is dying off. And you feel weird, you feel different, because it's like, when you're so used to something and you connect to it, you can no longer connect to that past version of yourself, because this version of you now is woke. That version of you now is woke, honey. You want something different. You want to share more. Lily, spiritual love. I know that's right. Lilies are so beautiful and pure. From this healing comes reward, and it comes purity. It comes a better understanding of yourself spiritually. It comes a deeper understanding of your spiritual gifts. If you do have a lot of water sign placements, or you are an intuitive kind of person, but you feel blocked off from your gifts, this is the thing that is going to help you out. This healing and forgiving yourself and others, you being able to speak up for yourself, healing that part of you that was scared to speak up for yourself as a child. And when you do that, you'll find extreme success in your future relationships and your business dealings, especially position of authority. And you'll also kind of take control of your life. You won't feel victim to any situations that come up, because you understand how to use your voice now. Your voice is your most powerful weapon. And that's probably why you spent a lot of time blocked, not knowing how to use it. But you're going to change that, and I see it here. Okay. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching my little reading. Not my little reading, my big reading. I'm going to grow. Speak things into existence. Thank you so much for being here. And let's move on to pile 3. Hello, pile 3. I'm so glad you're here with me today. It's okay if all the messages don't relate to you and what's going on in your life. Take what does, leave what doesn't. Let's see what message we have for pile 3. Oh, days. No. Sadness and isolation. I'm going to read this from the book, too. Sadness and isolation. I don't know why this came up. And we're working through some things. It's okay. We'll figure out what this is. We'll break this down some more. By the time we leave out of here, you won't be feeling that way. What is going on? Why can I not find this? Hold on. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry. Okay, here we go. Love can bring both joy and sorrow. When disappointment enters your life, it is important to acknowledge the accompanying sadness and feeling of loss. However, it's equally vital not to dwell on the loss. The temptation may B, to isolate yourself from the world and cling to your grief. This card is a reminder to trust that this situation, as hard as it may be, is in your best interest. It is time to gently let go of the sorrow and disappointment. So, I mean, these are like relationship cards. This is the Psychic Tarot for the Heart deck. But I can take this for anything, any kind of disappointment you've had. It's time for you to come out of that sadness. It's time for you to come out of whatever's been holding you back. A lot of times things don't work out for us, but the good thing is I see this halo around this person's head, and I feel like this is lifted, like the enlightenment of like you're starting to see the light. I feel like you're pulling yourself out of the darkness. Something made you sad, something wasn't working out for you, it just kind of took you down. You don't have to be in this energy anymore. You could have evolved from this energy. This could be with work, a job. Maybe you lost a job recently and it's kind of been hard on you, but we have a new job, new career, something new coming into your life. Here we go. Great personal sorrow, teardrops. I feel like some of you just lost a job, and it was something that you felt like was your dream job, and you stop applying, you stop trying to look for more work. Take if it resonates. It doesn't have to, but take it if it does. Seek out information that will help you. What are you into? What do you want to do next? You're allowed to sit here and feel sad, but there's something new that wants to come in for you. And you haven't found that yet. So it's time for you to get up and start looking for that information. Like, we're not going to sit in our sorrow. We're going to feel sad, but eventually get up and keep moving. Whatever this is, whatever the situation is. So you got some good fortune coming in. Like, let's not even sad right now, sad in the past. Know that you are working your way to some good fortune. It looks like this is in money and career. A wish is granted. Okay, so this is what I look like. This is what I look like. This is what it looks like to me. This looks like some shit went down. It made you sad. It broke your heart. You felt sorrow for a while. You decided you're not going to sit in this anymore. You went out to get some more information. You tried to fix something. You consulted with someone. You did some deep diving. You got some enlightenment. And you decided there's more for me out there. I'm going to go and see what I can achieve. You got off your ass and you did that because now you have good stuff coming in. You knew when it was time to act. You knew when it was time to sit on your ass, let life pass by and be sad. And when you were like, yo, I got to get up. I can't just sit here and feel sorry for myself, You didn't want to do that. I just really want one card at a time. That's why I'm not. Thank you. Beware of greed. Okay, so at your last job and then this is a pig card. Whatever, you felt sadness and isolation from, maybe it was people taking from you. When this good stuff starts to come in, be mindful of who would take from you and be mindful of who gave to you. Just be mindful. Don't allow people to now come in and want to enjoy a part of your life that feels blessed when, just because you're out of this, now they want to celebrate with you. A period of ill health or depression. I feel like the sadness and isolation, you've already been through that. You've already been through that period of depression. I don't know if I was saying it in this pile or the last pile. I was talking about, I think it was the last pile, because the last pile was talking about, apologies and apologizing to people and learning how to apologize or to communicate your emotions, right? And I was talking about the fact that, like, I have a lot of water sign placements in my chart. And when I don't express my feelings and emotions, and I hold it in, it manifests itself as sickness, like water retention, like headaches, like a lot of things with the water in my system, in my body, just gets out of whack. And I have to go into meditation. I have to go into healing myself so that it's not affecting my body. the pain that you felt, or from whatever happened to you in the past where someone stole from you, took something from you, was so great that it just caused you to break down and kind of feel sorry for yourself for a while. But what I'm seeing for you right now is you have a fresh start coming. You have new creative ideas, new ventures. You need not worry about what didn't work. Don't focus on what didn't work. Don't even worry about how bad this thing took you out, like how down you felt like you were. Because the you that's coming back from all of this, from the disappointment, from the sadness, from the depression, is going to be 10 times better. I know you see the sun right here. To end this reading, that sun right on top of that sadness and isolation. No matter what this is, no matter what the situation is, you will be successful. Why? Because you allowed yourself to feel the feels. You allowed yourself to be down. Like, I'm not saying to have positive, that negative positivity where you're positive all the time, right? But I feel like this is somebody who, kudos to you. You went through it. You went through the thick of it. You went through that pain. You felt that pain, and then you got your ass up and you decided, I'm going to fight for myself. And that's what you're doing. And I'm proud of you for doing that. So thank you for checking out this reading. Be sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And I hope to see you back again soon. Bye.